Hello, this is class 101, Reptilian Alien Sensor Theory, and it's what I have here today is some rut kill, and it comes from a Home Depot department for about 13 bucks, and it has copper sulfate in it, and it's what the copper sulfate is. It's this pretty blue stuff down here. It's really a pretty looking chemical. And it's what I have over here is a bag of salt, and that there is about how much you will need once you make a small mixture of this. Well, I don't have the the exact quantity, but you know, just a few grains to dilute that in water, then to get one of these coins here. You find them in you can find them at a coin shop, and what it is to contain a quarter for showing off for a display, and it comes in 2 discs make it up, and so it makes a really neat lens to make for harnessing precipitate, copper chloride precipitate. And this right here, I managed to glue the lens to keep it in a fluid form because it's blue in color, it has a blue shade. So if I shine that onto a zoo suspect and he turns green, then I'm going to know that, hey man, you know, that crap like that can't happen. I know that you have a synthetic skin on, you know. And so is what you need is just a little bit of water, a little bit of salt, and a lens for drying time. Right here is a lens that I made, but I know that I have oversaturated on that. And it's what the Army had showed me, the Army chemist, when I was a little kid, that the type of people I was fighting, my enemy, the sensor for it was copper chloride. For some reason, it's because they're not human and they're alien. They do not have chloride. Chloride is a basic seal for humans and animals, and these things don't have it. And so when they vomit it back out on their skin, they'll turn much more green than anyone around you, or you know, I mean, just around that they really light up like green Martians. Maybe that's where the name came from. Now, it's what I was going to do. I was going to put this here, the lens, on top of a headlamp, you know, because you cannot go around without pissing people off shining a flashlight at them, no matter what the color, you know, and they're going to be very suspicious of you anyway to begin with. So it's just a headlamp I'm wearing, and I'll be having my camera out here at night to try to capture some of these green Martians. And it's what you can also do is to make it out of a nickel chloride. Now, if you combine the two, because you got a green wavelength and you got a blue one, and they both have chloride, so you're both in the money right there. That when you cross those 2 wavelengths together, maybe wearing 2 headlamps, you make one lens out of copper chloride, the other one out of nickel because it's blue. You have the green and the blue that enable transvalence in color, and they can turn jet yellow, and they can turn jet red, and they can turn orange, and they can turn blue, and they can turn, you know, every color of the light spectrum. And so let's see, this here is what it's going to look like. You can also do the same thing by using copper flux for what is it, for soldering. Right there's the light. We've got a little bit of camera hue on that. The source point doesn't look so bad, however, but it's what you can do. It's some low melting temperature point for brazing, and it has copper in it, is to take a small artist paintbrush and a 100-watt light bulb, and heat it up first, then turn it on, and then use the to dust on the brazing compound. It has copper in it, and use that, and then let it cool off for a bit, and then you can turn it on and keep it on for a full-time light. and if one of these Martians come around, they'll light up green, and it's also a deterrent for that. Let's see, what else did I want to say on this video here? Well, this here is just one type of sensor. I'm going to be working with another on balancing UV, a light bulb or a lamp, out with green at 480 nanometers, and that will get them to turn into a killer people. But for right now, right here is a project you might want to experiment and put up your videos of catching any green Martians. Thank you for watching.